started in just a second. Welcome. Alright, just gonna make sure I got the... Yep, okay. Yeah! Alright, just give me a little bit of time to set up here, and we will get into some Kirby's Dream Land. And yeah, this is how Dreamland 3 opens. A lot of people haven't played this one because it came out for the Super Nintendo in 1997. But as a 2000s kid, when it released didn't really matter. All I knew was it was Kirby and I wanted it. Alrighty. Let me do Tumblr real quick. Alrighty. Let's get going. So, as you can tell, I've played this a few times before. I'll start a new file here. Hey, Bob. Just streaming some Dreamland 3. Wasn't able to get DDD out today, so I figured I'd do the next best thing. Work's been heck, but I am shooting for this week to get King DDD's theme with lyrics released. So as you can tell, the entire game is rendered in pastel colors, and it's really pretty. There's no other Super Nintendo game like it. The way it controls is a little floaty compared to a lot of other Kirby games, but it's really unique overall. Yo, welcome, Shadow Gamer. So, around here's where you get to choose partners. In Dreamland 2, you only had 3 partners to choose from, and usually you just get 1, but here you've got like 6. You almost always have a choice. Generally, between the hamster and the cat, I go for the cat, because at least the cat can jump 3 times. You can't hear anything?
Oh, big oof.
Let me check that. Audio's coming through. I'll turn up...
Maybe it's just their headset.
Maybe it might just be your headset. They don't call me King Dedede for nothing. King Dedede.
Despacito 8 confirmed for Smash. Good
old Despacito.
Okay, if you can... Might just be your headset then, Shadow.
Might just be your headset. Yeah. Oh, hold on. SNES 9X is really low volume because it blows my headset out if I put it too high. Let's try that.
Oh, what the fuck is the cat doing to Kirby?
Rolling him.
It doesn't look like he's rolling him.
All of the animation in this game is really good. It's really a shame that almost nobody played it.
What is this? I don't think I've actually seen it.
So, have you played the Kirby's Dreamland games before?
Yeah.
This is Dreamland 3 for the Super Nintendo. Released in 1997.
Oh.
So, it came out late, it's not as fancy as Superstar, so naturally negative 10 people have played it.
Oh, I would love to play that. It looks...
It's actually a lot of fun. So the thing about Dreamland 3 that's really cool is that it's got a lot more replay value than a lot of the other Kirby's from the time, because every level has a specific mission. So you need to complete the mission in order to get the heart stars. And when you get all the heart stars, you can not only defeat the main boss, but you can restore them to normality. So in this case, the other thing that's really special about this is that every single animal friend changes your abilities to something different. So until Star Allies or Robobot, one of those, this was still the Kirby game with the most abilities. The best one for Cat is probably the fact that electricity just lets you cheat yourself into invincibility anytime you want. Just by Nago, is the cat's name, rubbing Kirby excessively. But there are still ways to get hit.
It's beautiful.
This is also, I believe, the first game, one of the first games where Kirby had a voice. Because when he gets hit, he goes, "Ow!" Really high-pitched.
Ooh, Dan, is that you? Yeah, me. Woo.
Yeah, the little bird. The little bird's okay, so the mission of this one is don't kill the flowers. It's a pretty simple one because it's the first level. Eventually you get spite missions, which are like, kill the flowers we don't like.
Kill everything.
Yeah, there's a kill everything one. And you get a little hint of what to do as time goes on. I'm gonna wait till I despark a little bit before I cross
Kirby
this
saying
path.
oof. Kirby saying oof.
Welcome, Poopsie456. Oh, damn. He's not gonna die, is he? Holy shit, how long did I rub him for? Okay. Okay, I guess Kirby has enough static electricity that he'll never stop. And now I've got actual invincibility on top of it. Talk about fucking overkill.
What have you done?
Okay, you gotta be careful, because you see that little bit of red? That's a fucking trap. They want you to be so happy you're invincible that you'll run over them. But not today, buddy.
Oh my god, it's Moop.
So yeah, because we didn't step on Flowey, he farts out a heart star, which is both a heart and a star, and then Kirby eats it.
I like the little cat.
This is one of the Kirby games that has, a little mission at the end of the levels where you jump and get a different prize. This is the only one where some of the prizes you can get are anger. You can just win anger at the end of the level. Oh, here's Broom.
Why can people not believe that I've actually grown? What?
Broom's been missing since this game, but it finally came back in Star Allies.
Moop, are you proud of me? I've grown. I recently went to see what my height is, and now I am 5'8".
Damn,
I'm a
he's
tall
tall.
boy.
Wait, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
Jesus Christ, you're as tall as me.
I used to be so small. I used to be 5 on the dot. Now I'm 5'8".
Or you younger than me, yet also taller than me.
Hey, it's
Because-
Smoop.
Have you really not realized that, Moop? I literally said, "Hey, Moop, you know how tall I am?"
I've been here for...
You've been here for like 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, now I got Kirby's girlfriend equipped as my friend. They got rid of her after this game, too.
That's
She
not
looks
his
like a fucking
girlfriend.
Pac-Man
His
ghost.
girlfriend is the fairy bitch from 64.
She looks like a fucking Pac-Man ghost. She looks like
She's called
What's
Choo
that?
Choo. She's supposed to be a jellyfish.
she doesn't look like a fucking jellyfish.
Well, let me put it this way. The only thing that can probably murder as much as Kirby is a jellyfish.
You're a fucking jellyfish.
Okay, so the weird thing about this mission, this is the one I never got as a kid. In order to beat this one, you see this guy that looks like an ass accordion? You have to make the girl touch him to win.
What?
This is the only Kirby game where you have to make a girl touch a shut-in to win the game.
Oh. Wow.
I never figured that out as a kid. I actually only figured out that was what you were supposed to do because a gag manga came out that I read years later mocking some of the stupid-ass missions in this game. And I'm like, wait, you have to make the girl touch him? Fucking, how is that broadcasted?
Why?
Why does he want to be touched? Is he lonely?
Probably. He looked pretty happy when she touched him.
Also, she can, like, climb on ceilings, which is pretty neat.
Anyone excited for Exited? No, it doesn't even say excited. It says exited for Despacito 2. Fortnite joins Despacito.
I just love the idea of a song having a numbered sequel.
I've only recently heard Despacito.
Wait, hold on. Is there actually gonna be another Despacito? Wait, hold on. Hold on.
But probably, if there is, then why would they call it Despacito 2? That's not how songs work, Dan.
That would be like if fucking, what is... That'd be like if, Undertale 2 releases and they call Papyrus's fight theme Yehehe 2, or Bone Trousel 2.
Isn't it Bone Trousel?
Oh, someone.
Or is it Bone Trousel?
I have no fucking clue. It looks like trousers, so I assumed it's pronounced Bone Trousel.
Am I allowed to tell this person off in the server?
What they do?
They added everyone for their stupid Discord server.
Why do you have add everyone enabled for people?
Yeah.
Don't ask, that's why.
Yeah, fix that if you can. My favorite Despacito is the one that Jesse did, where it's just a Sonic song.
It should probably be for like Adams and
Adams?
casting
Adam?
crew and Patreons. Probably.
So it's for Adam?
You said Adams.
You said Adam. Adam.
You're so mean.
Can we actually restrict people from adding everyone? Hold on.
Yes, you can. Do you need me to do it?
Yeah, I've got this.
Okay.
I've got this, I promise. Fuck. I can't. Oh, let's check for the text-to-speech thing as well, while we're at
This feature?
Despacito.
I love how angry the bird looks when you get rock.
It's just because birds are naturally angry.
You're angry. You're naturally angry.
Just holding pose. He's looking directly at you and he's pissed that you have chosen this because it hurts.
It's just how birds are. As someone who birds for the majority of their life, that's how they are. They suck.
That's bird.
They suck, and if you live in a European family, then one day you might come home and all your birds might be eaten.
I also love that this game shows that dandelions are alive and you can just kill them by walking over them. And there's a fucking splatter of blood on the wall when you kill them.
Tom, dandelions are alive in real life too.
Oh shit. Fuck. I got my comeuppance.
And I mean, I guess they could die if you stepped on them.
No, but like, okay, so there's all these blue guys, right? And they just poof, right? So that's like completely fine. That's all cute or cute. But look at this tiny fucking dandelion man. And when I kill him, it just splatters blood on the wall. It's the darkest part of this game. Just fucking kill these little guys.
Can I? This person just needs to actually piss off.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Alright, memory game. This.
What do I do?
You gotta get 3.
They're just continuously atting me.
You guys should have like a shame corner or something where you
Shame
can
corner
to be like silenced for a few minutes.
Oh, by the way,
You can just add it as a role.
when I first saw Sans, I immediately thought of this guy from Kirby's Dream Land 3 when you fuck up.
Oh my god, look, it's NES, I mean Sans, I mean Mario, I mean, what the fuck is that? It's like a combination of all 3.
I still can't believe that Mario lives in my house now.
I hate it. I fucking hate that image.
He's literally life-sized. I also love that you can just eat all of the boards at once because they're all in a row.
Don't consume the boys.
Kirby is the ultimate meat eater.
I hate it.
Can you eat 4 fucking pigs at the same time? I don't think so. Kirby can.
You know, maybe if I tried.
Yeah. And now he's all sad because I didn't guess his stupid game, so I gotta play this level again.
Now I'm all sad.
How do you feel about the new Smash Brothers?
How do you feel about the
Where Waluigi? Where Duster?
I thought like maybe they would have added him as DLC, but apparently he's an assist trophy, so
I've
that might
heard.
not happen.
I've heard that he might be.
No,
Oh,
apparently they showed him as an assist trophy.
Oh no, Waluigi. Yeah. No, Waluigi. I'm saying I don't know about Duster. Waluigi with fucking Waluigi. What they did was not only did they reveal him as an assist trophy, they showed him getting killed.
Goodbye, Waluigi.
For the first.
Duster might be like a different moveset, because you know how Jeff is a different moveset for Ness?
You mean Lucas?
Like, yeah. Oh, is it Luke? No, wait, no. Yeah, no,
Jeff.
I mean, you know how Jeff is a different move for Ness than Paula and Pooh are?
Jeff is an assist trophy.
Oh, is he his assist trophy? I'm
Yeah,
stupid. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Maybe, I guess Duster would be an assist trophy then?
I'm thinking he might be. He's got enough skills. He would honestly make a really good Smash character.
Yeah.
Also, the more Mother 3 characters they tease, the more they now have to fucking localize Mother 3.
They already did the joke in E3 a few years ago. They don't want to.
I know.
Will obliterate you if you mention it to him.
I know. That's why I'm going to mention it to him while setting him on fire, so it's too late.
What the fuck?
He'll accept it. No, he won't.
Just go on outside.
Alright, third one. It's Tiny Eyes. Alright, now I got it. There's also an enemy in this game that's like a fake Kirby that has really big eyes, and he's worrying. They sort of stopped doing that after Kirby's Dream Land 3, but for a while, one of the themes of Kirby was, there's a fake Kirby, and when you exist, he dies. It's one of those early installment weirdness things.
I hope he
Meta Knight's actually not in this one at all, because Sakurai made him for Superstar.
I wish he was in this one though. I like Meta Knight.
Meta Knight's cool, but this is the Zero Saga, so he doesn't show up in these at all because these weren't directed by Sakurai. They were directed by another guy who's dead. I forget his name.
It was me.
It was you, but you're not
Yeah.
dead.
Not yet.
I'm dead.
All right.
You mean Kirby's Adventure?
No, Sakurai did Kirby's Adventure.
Despacito joins Fortnite.
The ones
joins
that,
Don't
the only
Focus.
Kirby games that Sakurai didn't direct are Dreamland 2, Dreamland 3, and 64. They're the Zero trilogy.
64 was fun.
64. I have a complete copy of 64 back in Washington. It's a good game. It's basically the only follow-up we ever got to Dreamland 3.
Yeah, I remember I bought it for my Wii on the online store when they first started putting games on for download on that.
Alright, Meta Knight was made for adventure, that's right. Because you have the sort of one-on-one duel. Honestly, if you're only 5 and you're typing in somewhat coherent phrases on the internet, you're already pretty ahead of the game, Poopsie.
Who's 5?
It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry, I'm like 3. Wait, hold on, did you actually think there...
In this fucking day and age, I wouldn't be surprised.
The amounts of times that I've said I'm fucking 3... How do you not get the joke? It's been
Leave
like...
him alone.
No,
Sorry.
I'm to the end of this earth.
Hey, look at how this fucking slime swims by engulfing Kirby. It's dumb.
Bato, Kato, Kerbo. No, don't.
Alright, I'm gonna cheat. I think.
You are 5? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you're sure? Because if you're 5, I'm 3.
Okay. It is this one. Yeah!
You are 5. Okay, I'll agree.
Luke, you're 2.
What?
You're older than me, so you would be 4.
Yeah, and I am older than you.
I need
I'm
Rock
like at
Man.
least 10.
So if I'm 3, then you'd be like 4. This person, they're 5. They're way out of our league.
No, that's not how it works. I'm not 1 year older than you. I would be way older than 5.
No, you're 4. Fine, I'm minus 8. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, now you gotta fight Fireman.
I'm like 11.
Ninjago spoils this.
Fire is no match for a rock.
Are you meaning like Lego Ninjago? I fucking
I heard the
remember that
Ninjago
shit.
movie was good.
I've not seen the movie. I've watched the TV series of Lego
I've seen a few
Ninjago.
episodes of the TV show.
I used to love it, but then it got really shit once everything like turned really futuristic and I was like,
Did they pull a pass forward?
yeah, basically.
I don't know. Ninjas never
already-
usually work in.
They already had like a robotic ninja in their thing, and that was like fine enough. But like then
Okay.
everything got futuristic, and I was like, no, this is bad.
There's
They
one
don't make
place
them
where
like
robot.
Because I'm racist.
There is one place where robot ninjas are allowed, and it's Ninja Warriors for the Super Nintendo, which is my favorite Super Nintendo game aside from this one. That is where they are allowed, nowhere else.
Hi, I'm the cyborg ninja.
Okay.
My Halloween costume,
Cyborg.
ninja.
Cyborg. Hold on. Cyborg Ninja is a video game. I
Sound
can't
like the
remember what it's
grandpa from
for.
Jackie Chan
We're not
Adventures.
talking about the video game Dingo, or I'm not talking about the video game.
You like that, Toms? You like Jackie Chan Adventures?
I liked it as a kid.
Better.
Grandpa says magic must defeat magic every 2 seconds. And then
Yes.
Jackie Chan says, Jade! Don't eat the butt! And Jade eats the butt.
Oh my god,
gotta
you're
have the
5
monkey
seconds
talent.
old?
And then Jackie
I'm
Chan...
king.
And then in the next episode, Jackie Chan says, Jade, don't free the evil pig! And Jade frees the evil pig, and that's the episode. And then at some point, Grandpa says, Ay-ya! And then the next episode, Jackie Chan says, Jade, don't literally summon Satan! And Jade literally summons Satan. And then Grandpa says, Ay-ya! And that's season 1. And then in season 2, they get Toru. So the formula changes a little. It opens and Jackie Chan says, Jade, don't bite the snake! And Jade bites the snake. And Grandpa says, Ay-ya! And then Toru goes, and then that's the new episode format.
Welcome Gabe Perry to hell.
Welcome, Gabe Perry. I was just explaining how Jackie Chan Adventures works.
It's a ride.
Alright, this is the one where... Okay, so here's the weird thing. Except for Choo Choo, like... This is the my wife left me mission. So...
I always love those kind of missions.
So basically, with this one, you get a clue what each mission's gonna be by the picture. And with this one, the picture was of a fish. So, Kind's wife left him, and you have to make him visit her, so she can be happy.
Welcome,
Hi,
Whale.
God.
Hi, God.
Welcome, God.
Welcome to Kirby, God.
Welcome to Kirby.
Sorry for abandoning your religion when I was like 12.
Alright. And I also love how sad everyone is when you leave them.
What?
It's bad because you're.
And then everyone's happy when you have the choice. And they get all really shocked when you choose someone that's not them.
It's pretty. Wait. Looks disturbing. The prime for material. I do say so myself.
This is how Kirby becomes press right to win. With very little difference or changes. Yes, that is a plunger. They added a lot of new abilities in Dreamland 3, and this one's cleaning. In this game, Kirby learned how to clean his damn room. There's Kind's wife. And there we go.
Oops, I died.
Sans is dead.
Died? I'm sorry. I fucking died.
Alright, now we gotta find the blocks for the clown. I'm gonna give Kirby's Dream Land 3 the award of probably one of the least terrifying clowns in video gaming. Kid Clown is gonna be the least terrifying clown in video gaming, because he's just a kid with a big clown nose.
I'm gonna give Kirby a 5 out of 5.
Nice.
But I'm taking away 1 star because of his racist tirade he went on last year.
Oh. You know, we're trying to look past that, but it's very difficult these days.
I know.
Also, I love that
when I found out what he said.
I remember the last time that I played this game on a stream, I joked that Kirby should be able to copy the spiders and grow freakish legs, and now Spider Kirby is a real thing.
Wait,
Is
hold
it?
on.
Yeah, in the new game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I swear to God, Nintendo's like just watching this one stream. Oh, fuck, that's right! Eating the
Could've been,
spiders
like,
hurts
meaty.
you! This is the only enemy in Kirby history where eating it hurts you.
Should have been like Mimi from Paper Mario.
The spiders genuinely terrify me from this fucking game.
Oh, because they're daddy long legs?
Yes, they genuinely terrify me. Only enemy from Kirby that will ever terrify me is this fucking spider. I like them. I hate them.
I need a power that lets me go down.
Good friend. We just want to get to know you.
No. No.
Okay.
Had that experience. One time there was like a massive spider in my room. It was on the wall, and I didn't have anything else close by that wasn't my laptop apart from my phone. So I picked my phone up and I threw it, like full force, pelted it at the spider. Didn't hit the spider at all. My phone broke, but you know.
Great.
So, I'm not a dumbass, I swear, but like, oh my god, spiders are horrible.
Oh,
I
they're
don't know,
mean.
like, if you were a kid, I could see, like, spider enemies scaring you, and, 02 not, because 02 is, like, you know, it doesn't really have any basis in reality except for the bleeding eye, and as a kid, you're probably like, oh, that's cool, I bleed all the time. But as a kid, spiders are just, like, an irrational fear that you have.
I just want to say that I have so many other things to fear in life, but spiders, oof.
I mean, it's just the fact that it's this thing with giant leg-like teeth and 8
Stop
eyes.
it.
Leg-like teeth.
Stop explaining it. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Her teeth look like legs. How else can I put it?
No. Speaking of which, there's like a tiny I can deal with tiny spiders. I don't like tiny spiders, but like just big ones. Just they can piss off.
One time when I was a kid, I held a tarantula in my hands.
Kill
Oh, did I ever tell you about, actually, outside of the spider exhibit, did I ever tell you guys about the time the sea turtle broke loose?
it. What?
No, I don't
So,
think
there was this one time in my childhood we were visiting a National History Museum, and there was a woman there whose hands were shaking like crazy while she tried to handle this turtle. And eventually the turtle got fed up with it, jumped out of her hands, and started spin-kicking kids. And I mean, they were just getting slapped by a fucking weak, wet turtle fin, but all the kids were freaking out.
What a poor little turtle man.
The turtle man just wants to abuse all the children. Oh my god, that spider, no, go away. But like, I remember one time we were at this sea life center thing. It was down in London actually. And halfway through going through this sea life center, the fire alarm went off. And we had this one kid who just screamed at his logs. How did the water set on fire? Don't know why.
How did the water set on fire, Peter?
Peter, my pebbles!
Lois, this is just like the time I set the house on fire. Peter, I can't believe you set the house on fire.
Peter, that cost us $2 million in repairs. I don't actually know how
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, it was getting there. It was getting there, you know?
It's not like I'm actually fucking practicing this every time.
Dude, you gotta practice to replace Lois Griffin on the Family Guy show, on the Family Funny Man show.
I just spend like 1
If
hour
Lois
each
Griffin
day.
dies and they reboot Lois Griffin into a better, hotter wife, then who are they gonna call if not you?
Ghostbusters.
Yes, it's true. Our wife, Lois Griffin, is dead.
It's literally the only voice I
No,
don't practice.
they're just gonna they're gonna replace her with a version of her that just says "A" and has a different fur color. I mean, skin
No,
color.
they're gonna, they're gonna, so they had the Italian, right? So they're just gonna do like another like white stereotype, so. Let's go
Jewish.
with,
Well, we already got Jewish. Lois is Jewish.
No, let's go with Dutch, because they like to make fun of Dutch people. They go, in Oregon.
Alright, Dutch, yeah. I'll give you Dutch. That makes sense. That's something they do.
Yeah.
It's the only voice that I don't practice on like a day-to-day or like a daily
Either
basis.
that, or they go, you know, the opposite
And-
route, and they go with the Latino thing, and they can make Donald Trump jokes, I guess, because they like to do that.
Latino, hold on. Moop.
Yeah.
It's tortilla, not tortilla.
Oh, is that from the Arnold Schwarzenegger joke trailer?
Oh no.
It, I
It
remember
was like
people used
the
to
last-
love that parody,
That
the
parody was
Tortilla Boy.
I love how
Arnold
they
Schwarzenegger one.
I love how they actually rotate the shading on Kirby for the umbrella stuff.
Jack, you're dead to me.
It's tortilla, not tortilla. It's actually one of the things that genuinely pisses me off. When someone turns around and says, "Hey, can you pass me the tortillas?" And it's just like, what the fuck are you on about? It's tortilla, you fucking uncultured swine.
I'm not a huge fan of tortillas, anyways.
In terms of stuff to put things in, one of my favorites is probably croissants.
Croissant? Would you like a croissant?
I'm not a huge fan of Mexican food in general, but I really like Asian food, and that's probably just because I happen to be Asian, so it's an inherent bias.
Yeah, no, it's the same way I like Italian food because I'm Italian and that's what Grandma cooked.
I mean, Italian food's pretty okay. I like some of their food. I really like it. They use a lot of oil. I've had Italians that cook for me, and they use a lot of oil. I had one just cooked chicken, and they just called it oily chicken, and you know what? That was pretty good. I didn't mind it.
Hey, we're fighting the tree boy. This is the first one where he transforms into something scary. Because before this, he was just Wispy Woods.
He is scary. What are you talking about?
No, look at this shit. This is Wispy Woods.
Wow. Sound like an old man. Now this is Wispy Woods. This is a good one.
Wood.
And now we get this really cool effect. And this is all of the love Kirby has collected driving the evil out of the tree. And now we never get to fight Wispy Woods again.
Goodbye.
I also love how in every battle when you kill Wispy Woods, in the old games, his face comes off, so you've killed his sentience.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have his face when you first meet him either.
True. No, he has his face in the beginning of the opening cutscene.
Well, no, I mean when you go to fight him, he doesn't have it, and then it kind of appears.
True.
So he can remove his face when he's maybe you knocked him unconscious, and it just goes to sleep.
And then we got this little drama dealy.
Purple field.
Yeah. This is the water level. There's some good music in this. Alright, this is the one with the butt flowers. I believe this is the rival flowers one where it's like, only destroy the flowers that aren't us.
They killed Kirby in that cutscene.
They did.
Yeah.
Kirby dies a lot in this game. Also, Umbrella is stupidly overpowered.
Kirby's fucking pissed, more like Kirby's fucking dead.
I can't believe Kirby's fucking dead. But no, this is like... I was always really confused by this game because I grew up with this and the Right Back At You anime, and those were the only sources of Kirby I had as a kid. So this is, without a doubt, the weirdest fucking Kirby game. And Right Back At You has nothing to do with the games. So I never really got a clear picture.
I think I only grew up with Kirby Right Back At You when I was a kid. I've never really played video games that much.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright.
So it was a little weird getting into the games.
I never started playing video games until I was...
Well, most of the times I would just watch other people play video games when I was a kid.
That was
I liked doing
me.
that.
I did that a lot, and then I started playing my first video game was a Kirby game.
I think the only game I ever played by myself when I was younger was, like, fully by myself, was Jack and the Power of Tutu. No, Jack and the Power of Juju, sorry.
Ooh,
I
Jack and the
barely
Power of
remember that.
Tutus.
Shut up, look, I'm thinking of Jacob Tutu, you know I am.
Jacob and the Power of Tutu.
I'm thinking about him because I hate that show, and I don't think any Canadian really truly likes that show.
They call him Tutu, Jacob Tutu.
And call me Tutu.
Jacob Tutu.
I did.
I love.
fuck is
Okay,
that?
so Moop, I love Jacob Tutu because it's the only cartoon that the Christian channel that I got in from RF aired that wasn't about Christianity.
Wait, hold
I
on,
mean,
what was
that's
that?
pretty good.
What was that Christian thing that you sent me the other day?
Oh, that was Salty the Songbook, which I found a record of.
You sent that in the chat, didn't you?
Yeah. You can't hide
sure
from
it's-
God.
I kind of wanted to say that Canadian cartoons are probably as wholesome as you can get, as close to Christian cartoons, but then I remember a lot of them are like weirdly fetishistic.
Oh, absolutely. Look at Totally Spies.
People keep telling me that, and I don't know, I grew up with that, but okay, I didn't watch it like a lot, but I saw it whenever it was on, and I never really got the impression, and I guess, I mean, looking back, I can see it, but aren't American cartoons kind of inherently fetishy? Like,
I
you
mean-
know, those episodes where you go inside of people and they turn into things, like, that's a common trope in a lot of American cartoons.
It's just that Totally Spies did so many of them.
I guess so, I can see that.
That's why.
Maybe it's also because it was focused on female leads and
Yeah, that too. There
people
wasn't
inherently sexualize that more.
there wasn't a lot of shows with all female leads back then. There was like what, that, Powerpuff Girls, and that's it, really. Maybe Charlie's Angels, but that's not really a kids cartoon. And you still got Charlie.
Charlie wasn't really in the show that often though.
True. Oh shit, we didn't kill enough flowers. Oh wait, no, that's what it was. This isn't the hate mission. This is the one where you have to make the flowers grow. Because this was the first time Kirby could ever use water. You have to combine cleaning with the little bird.
Little birdie.
Oh,
Your bird.
Like only Tutu.
Jacob Tutu. It had really ugly designs though. Oh, you fool, I need to get cleaning. Give me another clean man.
I thought the coloring style was interesting.
It was.
I don't even know what
Bye,
the fuck
Shadow
is
Gamer.
that?
The coloring style was interesting, but there was just something off-putting about the style.
That's
I'm not
fair.
Canadian or American. I don't understand what the fuck you're on about.
I'm sorry, I think most American people don't remember Jacob Tutu.
I just remember it because it was the only non-Christian show on Cubo.
Yeah. Basically growing up Canadian is basically like growing up without cable in America.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you were younger, because that was pretty much like all you had.
Yeah.
I don't know what these things are.
Well, the thing is, eventually, the local broadcast stations would like license seasons of better shows. So like we got like the first season of Powerpuff Girls at one point. We got the first few seasons of Teen Titans. We even got a season of Kids Next Door at one point. I don't know how we got that.
Yeah, it's kind of similar because like basically I had like a pretty, even though I was born in like the really late 90s, I had like a pretty 90s childhood with cartoons because all of them came like way later than everyone else saw them. So,
Yeah.
like registered way later.
Mm-hmm. It's the same way that most of the stuff I grew up with, even though I mostly had a childhood in the 2000s, since, you know, I turned 5 in 2000, so that's when you really start remembering your childhood.
Yeah.
Even though I had a childhood in the 2000s, I had shit for money as a kid, so I pretty much had a 90s childhood as well.
What was your favorite 90s cartoon?
I can't relate to this because I was born in 2003. So I'm just a wee baby compared to you guys.
The only actual 90s cartoon that was still airing by the time I started remembering what cartoons I was watching was probably Animaniacs. That and Hysteria. Those two were still airing.
I know what Animaniacs are. I know what the original Teen Titans was, and I fucking loved that. What happened? Why is it now garbage.
Teen Titans Go makes too much money by pandering and selling.
It sucks.
Well,
I mean,
comedy's really profitable right now.
Comedy,
Action shows aren't.
yeah, comedy is super profitable, and action shows aren't selling as much toys as they used to.
And action shows can be episodic, but Teen Titans in its original form was not as episodic as I think they would like it to be.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something that you could always tune into, and it could just be an individual. Well, it kind of was, but there was an overarching plot at the same time.
Yeah, like
So-
for every Larry, there was a Slade or a Terra, you know.
Yeah.
see, like, what was I gonna say?
Also, Teen Titans had way fucking better songs. Holy shit.
And to be fair, I feel like if they made Teen Titans now and it turned episodic, I don't know if I'd be very confident in it, considering the way a lot of episodic cartoons are going nowadays.
Honestly,
Like
I would have.
Steven Universe,
Yeah.
Star Wars is the Forces of Evil,
Yeah.
not going so hot right now.
I would have just been okay with it if what was it? I would have just been okay with it if New Teen Titans just kept happening, because that actually did it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
That-
Penguin playing.
See the way they do it, it's not one of those like actual good comedies. It's more like a random lol XD.
Okay, so let me try and explain.
To be fair, Teen Titans was kind of lol random.
It was
like,
very.
original form. I
Let me-
think maybe a lot of people remember it a lot more fondly, but like if you watch it now, it's a lot very anime-ish, very kind of random.
It was
But
pretty.
it's still good. It
The
has,
main-
like,
The
it
difference was that
knew
there was
when
actual
to
plots
go
behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, this is just lol XD random without plot. It's just
What ended up happening with Teen Titans, I can tell you because I remember following Go in its early phases when they were doing a bunch of interviews with the creators, back when they were willing to say more about it because they didn't have as much of a reputation maintained. So basically what happened was, they'd never watched the show, they saw a bunch of people bitching about Go, and they're like, oh, we get it, this was like 60s Batman, so it was all corny and stupid, and they're attacking us for being the same. So they wrote the episode about the clown. And because that was a gross misrepresentation of what the original show was, they got even more hate. And by that time, they actually started watching it. They're like, oh, we fucked up. Better double down. So they pulled a Trump. And they continued to pull one every season.
Of course.
oh bigger.
So they know they fucked up, but they also know that they've doubled down so many times that if they stop now, it'll make them look worse than continuing to fake strawman the critics.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh well.
I have nothing to contribute. I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Oh, hey, Gwen.
Hey
I
Gwen.
said hi to
Hey.
him before. What is with you and missing people who are coming in?
I even missed him this time. I feel
What did
bad.
what are you doing, Dan?
I'm drawing Gabriel. Shoot.
Fine.
I'll show you it in a second. It's
Drawing
He said hi to
Gabriel...
Gwen, but he didn't say hi back when I said hi
Gabriel
to him first.
Iglesias.
no, wait, what? Reyes, man. Not whatever the fuck you just said.
Gabriel Iglesias is a comedian who makes the joke that he's fat.
No, he makes the joke that he's fluffy.
That's right.
Hey. Great.
A great audience here.
Yes.
I mean, at least he's better than Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield's joke is, I'm Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh,
No,
what
his
funny XD
thing
lol
is
thing.
his thing's one-liners, you know.
No, I know. He
She called me up and said, "Come over. Nobody's home." I came over.
nobody was home. Yeah.
Lol
He
XD
actually,
random.
he actually,
Stupid fucking Rodney Dangerfield.
he actually does have some jokes that I like. That was one.
it was pretty alright.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear it for the first time, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I will say that his masterpiece, his movie was fantastic, cinematic artistry at its finest.
The one where he wants to fuck a dog that was stolen from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah,
And also he-
he's singing about how he's never gonna piss on a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Moop, I saw a Rover Dangerfield lunchbox at the thrift store in New Jersey.
Dude, you would get mad pussy if you had that.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Moop.
Okay.
What's the fucking pickup line? Hey, babe, I'd never do it on a Christmas tree, but I do it on you.
Yeah.
Isn't that like an entire song?
Yeah, it is an entire song. It's fantastic. And he says, I'm not gonna be a heretic to my Christian faith, so I won't do it on a Christmas tree or some shit. I don't know, it's been like forever since I've seen that movie.
I'm
Jesus
glad
Christ.
that I am not old enough to understand any of this bullshit.
To be fair, Dad was a huge Rodney Dangerfield fan, so I saw a lot of his comedy as a kid, but I never knew he had a movie. An animated movie where he's a dog until years later.
You know what? They probably tried to make it so people didn't know because it was really not successful, and I don't think anybody liked it.
Wait, hold on. I think I know
Remember that
what
time he almost gets
movie you're
kidnapped?
talking about. I'm pretty sure I know what movie that is.
The only Rodney
They take
Dangerfield
him out,
movie,
yeah.
Yeah.
They take him out to the farm and they almost kill him. That's pretty dark.
It's like Babe, except not beloved.
Yeah.
You gotta put old Rodney down.
What if
Oh no.
Yo, what if instead of just starting to sing a song that's pretty good, the farmer just fucking killed Babe?
Oh, Jesus.
Why not?
What? Jesus, Moop.
What? I mean, you
Trying
could
to put
turn
it
it.
down.
I mean, if you remade it today, you could totally do that scene and have it as an edgy remake for like older audiences that grew up.
Fuck,
The
that's
movie.
true.
Well,
the,
like, see
dark,
Ed-
the dark, gritty remake of Babe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be-
Yeah,
you should say
Gordy.
that Babe survives.
Guys, it's gonna be Tom's
No,
next
you
year
shoot. Yeah, you
project.
shoot Babe, but like, another pig sees it and becomes traumatized, and he realizes that he has to defeat the bourgeoisie, and it becomes Animal Farm.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I would watch that. I would unironically watch that.
I would watch
not.
that. I would go and sit in a theater for about
I
2
would
hours
not
to watch
don't
that.
feel ashamed that you would even consider going to that movie.
No.
Babe-
I mean, like the Farm Animal is cinematic universe.
Babe
Starts out with
versus
Babe, then it goes to Animal Farm.
Babe versus
Then it's
And then
Napoleon.
it ends in Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I thought you were talking about fucking Charlotte's Web there. I was like,
no,
what the fuck's going
Charlotte's
on?
Web and Babe are two different movies.
Shut up.
Dude, I
Shut up.
used to play the Babe Pig in the City like PC game like all the time when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, there's a Game Boy Color game too.
Oh, is there?
I used
Dude,
to play a
I was
Charlotte's
a
Web
PC
game.
gamer as a kid, my dude, you know him.
I fucking hate you so much at this moment in time.
It was
Unbelievable.
I was a stupid one though, cause I only I played on CDs, the CD gamer, Those stupid CDs that you get in like your stupid breakfast boxes or whatever.
Oh, that reminds
God,
me.
yeah.
I found apparently a pretty rare DOS game recently called Cool Croc Twins. It's spotless and it doesn't read in my CD player at all, so I had to
That's
download it to just play it. The weird thing is it's like really ahead of its time because it has a gravity flipping mechanic that like VVV used, and I haven't
That's
seen
pretty
the other.
cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat.
Dude, you know what? You gotta play Freddy Fish 3.
I have a sealed copy.
That is fantastic. Freddy Fish 3 was my favorite game as a kid. I like that the culprit changes every single time you play it.
That's
My
actually
favorite
really
Putt
neat.
Putt Putt was pretty okay. It was
My
kinda annoying.
my childhood PC games were Kids Room, Mech Warrior 2, and Clue Finders 4th grade.
Oh, dude, what about the Arthur games though? You got the Arthur games.
I never tried them at the library. I
Yeah,
played a lot of Munchers though. I remember one
Yeah.
time I wrote a book report about what troggles were, and was really disappointed when I found out they were just a term that the game made up for monsters.
Aww.
It stands for troglodytes.
Oh shit.
That could work.
My favorite moment in terms of shitty reports, though, I think it was like 3rd grade or something. We just had this one kid who very obviously never did any of his assignments. and he just reads this book report that is just a very early Wikipedia article that he's struggling to finish. He can't even pronounce it. Oh, man. It's really
What
good.
I really like is to get a working copy of Orly's Draw Story.
Draw Story?
Yeah.
What is that for PC?
Yeah, it's an old game. My family got it for me. My Jamaican relatives got it for me, and it's about a Jamaican girl, and it's kind of neat because they have these segments where it basically pauses and you can draw whatever you want, and they insert your drawing into the story.
Ooh, so it's like Drawn to Life.
Yeah, it's like Drawn to Life before Drawn to Life was like a thing.
That's actually really cool. Or sort of like Graffiti
It was.
Kingdom. So you gotta.
It was really amazing.
So you gotta find Draw Story and Frolf.
Dude, I love Frolf.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the disc case, but the problem was, I remember even when I still had the disc, it would not run on like any computer because it's so old.
Yeah. You can probably find it at abandonware sites.
Maybe.
It's worth checking.
It was so Jamaican though. It's not even funny.
I bet.
The frog in the beginning, you open up the game and the frog in the beginning, if you click on him, he says, "Ribbit, Mon."
Oh my god.
Pretty bad.
That reminds me of one of the parts of Rita Rama where the guy does a really bad Jamaican accent.
It's funny though, because the Jamaican accents aren't bad. I think they're actual Jamaican people that are in the video game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They put a frog in there for some reason.
Alright, this is gonna be the fastest one.
Kill him.
Kill me.
They've all been the middle, you lazy son of a bitch. Well, we won. But no, there's like this one part of, I think, Read-A-Rama, where there's just this drumming guy who does a very bad Jamaican accent and speaks this poem of like, I will drum all day and night, so you never have to be afraid of noise. And then it just ends.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, something like that. LGR did a pretty great video on that one. Hey, welcome, future president.
Wouldn't really say that's Jamaican though. What you're trying to do, more African than anything.
No, trust me. This one was Jamaican. I'm just not getting in the character correct for it. I gotta watch more Maccabee to get a Jamaican impression.
Oh man, I love Maccabee. He's a sweetheart.
Like, I barely get any YouTube notifications anymore, but I still get all the notifications for his Medical Monday and What Me Eat Wednesday series.
He's so good at rhyming off the fly.
He really is. Cucumba.
Everyone loved the cucumber one. That's what shot him into fame.
Yeah, well, fame again. He did like reggae in the 80s too.
No, I know that, but I mean like YouTube fame.
YouTube fame, yeah. I'm glad it did. He does good stuff.
He does. Now people finally know one other person to name when they talk about reggae music.
Yeah, Maccabee.
Maccabee and cool.
And yeah.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
And Marley Bob.
Oh.
Yeah. Dude, my grandpa was so rasta that he had Bob Marley play during his funeral.
Wow.
We wanted to do like a Rastafarian, like, kind of traditional funeral. Well, not a traditional one, but with like Rastafarian elements. And I guess a Rastafarian element is to put on Bob Marley.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it's kind of like putting on Is Kamakwoli for like a Hawaiian funeral.
Yeah, that might. Yeah.
Okay, this is the one with the trick doors. So, technically, you're supposed to have the light bulb for this, but I've played this so many times, I know where all the trick doors are. Also, I can just eat that fish. And get light.
Wow, look at those moving fish. So
Yeah.
high tech.
Oh no, this game has a lot of fun stuff.
Like big lip fish.
This is the one where the fake doors turn into people. Real fake doors. And this is the real door you want to go down.
Is Kirby just shanking people with a light bulb?
Yes.
He's happy.
He's... Oh no. Kirby.
Where is he going? Rock boy.
So I did give up my power for that one up, but that's because I already fucking know where to go now. Because I played this so many times. All you have to do is just spam up the entire time, and you'll go through the door. Wherever the fuck it is.
Wasn't there a second door down there?
Possibly. But it's just fucking over here. You see? You just spam up and you'll get there. And this is the one you need to go through to, I think fight the mini-boss and complete the requirements for this guy.
Is the rock move good for this mini boss?
It's okay.
Oh, could fall.
The main thing you need for this one is just to be able to hit him a lot. Because he flies off and then his spikes go like this. So if you can hit him a few times, then it's a good ability. Ah,
You
heck.
die. No.
It's okay, now I just fight him as Kirby. It's honestly probably easier because I can just fly up here the entire time. And he won't go higher. So yeah, this is honestly easier now. This is also why I've been getting all those 1-ups. I have 14 fucking lives right now. Oh right,
Well, you're
eventually he'll start being smart.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I'm probably not even gonna get hit. I've fought this boss a million times.
Well, you just Mr. Fancy Pants.
And now we beat him. And now I think we need to use Spike. Yeah, we need to use Spike to save this little mud frog. And you get that little jingle to show that you did the mission right.
Just in time for Pride Month.
Yeah.
Just in time for Pride Month, we have a gay frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a Pride. It was fun.
Nice, dude.
Charlie has a pretty good Ace shirt design that he's gonna try and take to the market now.
I wish him luck.
Yeah. He had me wear it for Pride to test it out, and everyone really loved it.
That's
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
Was everyone nice there?
Mostly.
Did you see George Takei?
Only twice.
He was at the Toronto Pride Festival, I think, last year.
I'm not surprised. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's just at every Pride though because he cloned himself. All right, now this is the little bird's mom, so we got to get the little bird to go the fuck back and clean his room.
Little birdie.
I love the levels that push you in current because you can just stand there and everything will die automatically.
Out of context, this all sounds very dark.
Like, look,
This fucking shark dead. That guy dead. Anything that comes at Kirby right now is just gonna die.
Oh no.
He's an abomination to God.
An unstoppable killing machine.
And all he
There's
has
no
to do
protection
is
against the
stand
curb.
there. I should go for more star pieces, though. Not that I need
You're
them,
getting a
but
good amount.
yeah.
I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. Alright, and our options are fish. Right, I think you need Kine to be able to swim against the current so you can get the bird kid for this one. Yeah. You need Kine so you can swim in here.
His name is Kine.
Yeah. There's an episode of Kirby Right Back at Ya where he falls in love with Tiff.
Is he coming right back at you, dude?
He's coming right back at you for sure. Kirby.
Oh, King DDD. Do you think Kirby was racist to King DDD because he's black?
He was Texan, not black.
My dad would beg to differ.
Was your dad a strong believer in the DDD is black theory?
No, it's just that whenever my dad tries to do a black accent, it's just basically Texan.
Oh, okay.
That's how it is in this family.
Why does he try to do a black accent, if I can ask?
Because he likes to bother my mom, who's black.
He does a black scent.
Yes, he does.
Oh no. I am too tired for this.
Racism is alive and well in Dreamland.
Well, you know what they say. All's fair in the gourmet race.
It's true. Kirby gets a head start.
Yeah.
Kirby's the 1%. We have to kill him.
Oh, right. I know what you gotta do. You gotta get stone and go over the other side.
You gotta get stone, dude?
No, you gotta get this stone guy and copy his power so you can break that wall because Kine can't fit through unless you do, and you need Kine to get the bird boy.
Okay, so you just gotta Vora Rock. Got it.
You gotta Vora Rock.
You gotta get stoned.
The only mission I couldn't beat when I was a kid was the one where you have to find all the pieces of Rob the Robot.
How about now, then?
I can beat it now, it just takes time. It's also really fucking surreal. Like, the entire level is just Earthbound battle backgrounds. This game has a lot in common with Earthbound, by the way.
Like, aesthetically?
Yeah, it's all really weird and surreal, and there's a lot of flashy 90s backgrounds. Also, Kirby is in Earthbound.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. If only
I'll be honest, I was... Oh.
Go?
You first. No, you first.
If only I could have created a franchise as cool as Kirby when I was fucking 19.
Mood.
Aren't you still 19, Moop?
No.
Oh, what are you now?
I'm 20 now.
I'm the only 19-year-old here.
You're fucking 19? Son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 19. Why? What age did you think I am?
Probably in your 20s.
Nah, I'm 19. I'm a young boy.
You are? Goddamn. Probably got a better job than me.
I don't have a job.
Then you do have a better job than me.
Oh no. Let the bird drown.
No.
No, the bird won't drown. Somehow. Oh, Kirby's blowing air up his ass, so he won't drown. That's how it is.
Why do you keep putting him in the ground? What the fuck is your problem?
Bird's gotta learn somehow.
That's his attack.
But you're not even attacking anything. You're just like hitting him in the ground for no reason.
You're just punting him.
I'm trying to fight the current. Like here here it is advantageous because I can, if I wanted to, I could ever so slowly edge towards the Maxim Tomato and 1-up, whereas because I don't have kind, I can't swim there.
I can ever so slowly inch towards my inevitable death.
Ever so slowly. 2 hours later, he hasn't moved a centimeter.
Alright. Let's go see his mom.
No.
I found your kid in a underwater cave. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Should go all Mario 64 on her ass and just drop him off a cliff.
Oh
Thanks for
shit.
turning my child. Yeet.
Have I ever told you guys the Mario 64 story? The one about my first time playing Mario 64.
I don't think I've heard it.
Okay, so I was like 5 years old and I had a Super Nintendo. No, not 5. I didn't have a Super. I was probably 6 and I had a Super Nintendo. And one of my only friends, who was the neighbor up the street, told me, "Hey, you should come over. We just got a Nintendo 64 and Mario 64. We're gonna turn it on for the first time." And so their dad was watching a football game with the TV on like max volume. So we were saying, "Hey, set up Mario, set up Mario." He's like, "Okay, okay." So he goes to set up Mario, and he doesn't turn the volume down. So we turn on the Nintendo 64, and the first thing we see is the Nintendo logo come up, followed by, "It's me, Mario!" in a horrifically distorted voice. Then we see a 50-inch disembodied Mario head scream, run under the table, and start yelling, "Kill it, kill it." That was my first experience with Mario 64.
I would have killed to have an experience like that. Like, looking back, I mean... That's the best story I've heard all day.
Oh, man. I've had
look, it's a happy family.
Yeah. I won anger.
It's a happy family while you start just pelting the baby into the ground.
Oh, this fucking level. Oh, it's the art level. Alright. Absolutely want to get the fish back for this. I love how the bird actually runs, like, slower than Kirby in the sand. Wait, which
That's
one?
a nice little touch.
I think it was... No, the hamster's easier, because he just holds open his mouth and lets things walk into them. I think the hamster's the easiest one to do this with. I think.
Why is everything in Dreamland obsessed with eating?
Kirby's Vorland.
No.
This was your favorite game as a kid, Tom. Is there something you want to tell us?
Fuck off. This was my favorite game as a kid because it's the only one Mom could play with me. Sonic was too fast for her.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, I know. I love you. It's a very good game.
Oh, there's even Slime Vor. Why?
If you keep on looking down the rabbit hole, you're gonna find a lot more rabbits, Gwen.
No.
Fair enough, I guess.
Oh, you stepped on them.
These aren't the guys you have to avoid stepping on. Oh, that's a different mission.
I know that, but well, why would you step on them? They're not doing anything wrong.
I just have to get through.
Another fetish I can check off.
I mean, it only dawned on me tonight that there's guys you step on and then they fucking bleed.
Roll him. Kirby,
Are we sure this is a kid's game?
I mean, technically it's an E.
This
or-
is the Totally Spies of video games.
I don't know if I can call it the Totally Spies of games. There's probably another
I
game
wouldn't.
that's... There's probably another game that's way kinkier by accident.
It is, and it's Japanese.
Okay. Yeah. We can go with probablys all day, but as far as we know, this is a sure definite.
That's true.
Yeah, it's fair. I believe it's him. Yeah. This is the one out. I played this
What about
level.
that game where you play as a fly?
Oh, Mr. Mosquito? Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
a...
can't you like look at a lady in the bathroom or something?
Yeah, probably. That's a PS2 game. There's a lot of weird PS2 games. Like the one where the women literally fly with their tits.
Okay, context?
It's Stretch Panic by Treasure. The whole
Looking it
idea...
up.
The whole idea of the game... Just dropping in to say I support more Kirby stuff on here. Bye. Alright, awesome. We'll be happy to, do more Kirby stuff. I love Kirby. I grew up with Dreamland 3 and the anime. Which is why I'm doing, King Dedede's theme with lyrics probably next week. Was supposed to be today, but work happened. Alright, so this is why this is the easiest one to do it with. If you are really good at timing.
You gotta make a star.
You gotta make a star. See, the thing that's nice is the boulder is exactly a 4x4 hitbox for those blocks. So all you gotta do is hit it at just the right angles, and you don't have to inhale each separate block.
Huh.
Nice. Ooh. Ooh.
I also realized, hey guys, why the fuck doesn't Rick store the things he eats in his cheeks? Why does he store it in his belly? That makes no fucking sense. He's a hamster.
No, he's like he's 90% cheek, so it technically is his cheeks.
Oh, is it? No, but look, it's very clearly in his belly. If it was his cheeks, it would be on the back where Kirby's humping him.
Maybe
No.
storing it on the, like, under flap, like under your chin?
Maybe?
I hear that's a thing.
I'm telling you, he's mostly cheek. He doesn't have a stomach.
You gotta admit that this attack is pretty cute.
No.
He has a little umbrella.
This is a really cute game. Alright, I'll be right back.
Now we're gonna watch him balance.
We're hijacking the stream. Everybody watching, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Everybody watching 480p only. Actually, that's what I'm watching in right now, and I'm actually realize.
Same.
Whoops.
Alright. Oh shit.
Everybody watching 144p or get lost.
Get out of here! You're not wanted in our high quality stream. 480 a bust.
Exactly, dudes.
Okay. I kinda have to head off. So I
Okay,
can't.
well, I guess this is my party now.
You are the ruler of this stream.
Oh god. Okay.
Alright.
See you, Gwen.
Alright. Tell Rex that I said bye and
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, he's back, thank god.
Alright, I'm gonna hop into Mount Tuhiki now. Bye.
Have
Okay,
fun.
bye. Oh,
What's up?
I can't handle myself on my own.
Alright.
Get the water. Aw, you don't want the water man?
Oh, shit. No, I already have him. That's what Umbrella is. This is Umbrella. Those guys aren't... Water doesn't exist in this game yet. It's just, it's cleaning plus the little bird makes water. It's sort of the same way in Kirby 64 where you can fuse two powers to make a different power. In this game, you just fuse a power with an animal, and there's
No,
like...
I know that. I thought
yeah.
the water would give you cleaning. I didn't realize it'd give you umbrella.
No, it's because they're like little kids in rain suits, like in Japan. That's the whole joke.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Ah, shit. This is the
I don't
shittiest
do
version of Umbrella to have for these coconuts, because you have to use it underneath each one, instead of just running past. Fucking hamster piece of shit. I love hamsters,
That's
but
mean.
but Rick is absolutely my least favorite animal buddy in this game, despite the fact that I love hamsters.
Because everyone else can do cooler things than him.
That's true. Well, I mean, what about the fish? He looks stupid.
The fish looks stupid, but he's really useful. This guy looks stupid and is rarely useful. Watch me be-
He doesn't look stupid. What are you talking about?
He doesn't look as stupid as he could look, but... Oh my god, this is so useless!
Why does this man look like he was made in, like, claymation?
Oh, it's Acro. He's like an evil whale, so he's rounder than everyone else.
No, I know that, but he really does look just like claymation.
He does,
Like
kind
the
of, huh?
way they textured it.
It's... The thing about this game is that everything's in, like, pastel colors, and they really went all out on the shading. Like, just watch the shading on Kirby. It's crazy. It makes him look really clay-like.
It is really good. It's just the shape. It's just the way Acro looks dramatically different than everything else in the game.
Of course, years later, they actually made a clay Kirby.
I know.
Oh yeah, this is the part where the whale breathes human skulls at you, confirming that fucking human beings live in the Kirby universe, and Acro has eaten them all.
Well, how do you know they're humans?
Look at that fucking skull! That is a human skull!
How do you know it's not a skull of an alien-like human that exists solely on Dreamland?
What?
Like, you know, the fairy in 64. She
Okay.
kinda looks humanish.
Are you
That could be
saying
her
that...
skull.
Okay, so you saying that this whale just ate 1,000,000 fairies?
Yes, I'm saying the reason why she has to leave her home, she doesn't live on Dreamland in 64. She like goes back to her home planet or whatever. The reason why they had to move was because Acro, the orca, was massacring them all.
Well, there's your plot hole filled in.
Yeah, that's my new game theory video that I'm gonna release next week.
Oh, it'll make so much money.
Yeah, everyone will really love it. I'll do a bunch of bullshit math equations to prove that I'm right.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. Alright, now we're gonna suck
dude.
all the evil out of the ocean.
No, it's impossible. Kirby, if you can do this, then why didn't you clean up the BP oil spills, idiot?
It's just not his style.
It's just not his style. He prefers to let people suffer.
He does. He just cleans up the ocean in this game because he's bored of it being dirty.
Yeah. He's like, I guess I might as well try something new for now.
Now we're in, I think, the mountains? Sand. We're in the desert. This is where I first heard Gourmet Race as a kid.
Dude, we're in Sans?
I love the expressions in the cutscenes for this.
We're in Sans Undertale? Nice.
This is the selective genocide mission.
Oh, and there really is Sans. Never mind.
Trying to remember.
There's a mushroom man.
I think that the mushrooms want you to kill the flowers so they can thrive.
You're not sure?
I'm pretty sure. I've been playing this game since I was a kid. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to kill the flowers and spare the mushrooms in this one.
Well, wasn't there a flower that you passed before? Was that other one?
I killed him, right?
Oh, did you?
I killed the first one. Hold on.
I thought you flew over it.
Let me check. Mushroom, mushroom. I killed that flower. Was there another one before it?
Yeah, wasn't there another one before it?
No, it's just the background.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm dumb.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Weird thing.
This one's merciful, though. The mission's on the first screen of the level. So if you fuck it up, you just quit and restart without having to worry about playing through the rest of the level.
It's pretty good. Mushroom boy.
Yeah.
Whatever could it mean?
Ah, I never put that in the Temmie song. Maybe I'll work it in.
Oh yeah, you're right. That wasn't a Timmy song.
It was supposed to be.
I
Was
just
it?
yeah, I was gonna put it in.
Well, it was in Temmie Carroll.
Yeah. Now I was gonna have the Temmie song interrupted by like, mushroom dance, whatever could it mean? It means that none of this is canon.
It means you're not free of sin.
And instead of being all bones, was only skin.
Whoa, that was weird. Felt like you just used like a voice picture on your voice and it just turned real deep for some reason.
Alright. Yeah, I was supposed to kill all the flowers. There you go.
We did it. You committed mass genocide.
Only to flowers, because the mushrooms told me to. Here's this weird rabbit guy.
I like how you say that as if that makes it any better. You know, the mushrooms told me to, so it's okay.
That rabbit guy only exists to tell you that that secret door exists, so he has no use anymore.
Oh. Are you gonna kill him then?
He's dead.
Why? You don't need to.
No. I should actually show you, there's another game that's somewhat like Kirby called Trip World that's actually a completely pacifist platformer.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, you don't even have to kill all the bosses if you want to, if you don't want to. The whole idea that you can morph between land, sea, and air forms. It's actually got a really, really good soundtrack by the same woman that composed the first Mega Man. Oh, also speaking of music, I was following the guy that's developing Knuckle Sandwich on Twitter, and last night he posted out one of his favorite albums, being this Japanese album called The Rainbow Goblins. So I put on, most recommended track, and it's just a guy going, "Goobading, goobading, 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 goobading," until a funk beat comes on.
A fuck beat?
Funk, not a fuck beat.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a very different image than what I was thinking.
Just because it's about goblins doesn't mean it's about fucking.
That's not what that's not the implication that I thought you were having. It's just that funk sounds like fuck.
It does.
Okay?
It does.
Misheard you.
It's all good.
I'm not associating goblins with fucking, I promise.
I'll trust you this time.
You better. I know some people that, you know, associate goblins with fucking a lot.
I'm in the Sonic fan base. I know plenty of them.
I think Sonic fan-based people just associate fucking with anything, though.
Yeah, most of them do. Sonic fan base is...
Sonic as a kid, I know.
You know. But I like Sonic enough to spend 7 years of my life making cartoons about him.
He has very good design. I like his design.
He does have a good design. Here's another part where you can just not do anything and the level plays itself.
I have to say, to be honest, I don't think I've ever really played a Sonic game in my life.
Really?
I played the beginning of... No, wait, no, that's not true. I was in love with Sonic Heroes as a kid, but...
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other one I played was, Sonic Unleashed, and I didn't finish that one because I didn't like it.
You should play Mania.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good. I might actually. I've never played a 2D one though.
If you're gonna play a 2D1, play Mania because it's all the best parts of the old ones.
Oh, alright. That sounds pretty good. I like my 2D platformers.
Yeah, you'd like it. They're about to drop the DLC soon too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have Amy, aren't they?
I wish. Ray and Mighty.
Oh, I see. Wasn't she in the trailer then for Mania?
No, that was some.
No, that was a joke.
That was a joke. Yeah.
They closed the door on her perspective again there. It's pretty cool that they're bringing like Mighty back and stuff though.
Yeah.
I want my Knuckles though. Knuckles is my favorite.
Knuckles is in it. Dude,
I know.
you can play Knuckles and Knuckles mode.
I only want Knuckles though.
You want
No
only
other
Knuckles?
characters are allowed.
No
Yeah.
other. Well, then you should play Knuckles Chaotix.
I don't want that much Knuckles though. That was a bit too much from what I've seen.
How about? Let's see.
I should play the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I heard that one was good.
No.
I heard you got a lot of moral choices in that game.
So let me explain that. You played Heroes, right?
Yes, I did.
You know the Chaotix missions?
Mhm.
Did you like those?
I remember liking all of, liking the game all around. I think.
Well,
I think Team Chaotix was my least favorite team though. If I'm honest.
well, that's how every level of Shadow the Hedgehog plays.
Oh. I don't remember directly disliking them though.
Just a heads up.
Yeah.
If
All
you
the
wanna,
missions were kind of similar in Heroes.
if you wanna play a 3D one, play Adventure 2. It still hasn't been topped.
They're like, whoa.
Yeah. He was goofier, but at least he had a soul. He's just a tired, hateful old man now.
I mean, it looks like the people who made it put a lot of, like, you know, they had some fun with it.
Oh man,
Like, effort into it.
I gotta tell you the story of the trolley. So the one thing that stands out the most in the first level of SA2 is that the skateboarding section ends with Sonic crashing into a trolley that you cannot avoid and destroying it. And the only reason that exists is because when all the Japanese Sega members moved to America to work on SA2, there's this one fucking trolley that would always cut them off in the traffic. So they got so angry at it, they put it in a game that you will always destroy the trolley.
Good. I'm glad.
SA2 was made back when Sega had a soul. After they stopped making hardware, they kind of lost it.
I can see, that seems to happen a lot with games, or at least, even if it's not software, if you lose your original home, it seems like a lot of things get lost in the process.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
what
I
happened
loved
with
Heroes as a...
Rare and-
Yeah. I loved Heroes as a kid too, that's why I wrote those musicals based on it. But
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Heroes, though.
I can tell the difference between Heroes and the game that actually came out in the Dreamcast first.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it in a while, but just recalling memories back to it, I can see, like, a lot of people don't like it. I don't think it's, like, aged well.
It didn't.
I still have
Everyone's ridiculously shiny.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Gourmet Race!
And Tails never shuts up.
Yeah. Wee!
He gives you your tutorials. You need to know them, dude.
Yeah. Whoa! My head's spinning!
Oh no. Old Sonic Heroes. I think my favorite team was actually, surprisingly, was Team Rose.
No, Team Rose was fun. I liked them as a kid too.
Yeah, which is weird because I didn't like any of the characters on that team.
No, it's just they're cute. No?
Arguably.
I mean, you at least gotta give it to the fucking rabbit girl that carries everybody with her ears.
I guess her voice is a little, it's a little much.
Her voice is annoying.
Amy is
Amy is weird in Heroes. She's more genocidal than any other game.
She's very weird. I always thought it was weird as a kid when I had to like fight Sonic, and I was like, why am I killing Sonic?
I mean, I mocked it in Metropolis Mayhem.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive, and it's kind of annoying also. Like, even when you're playing as Team Heroes, it's kind of annoying to have to be Amy and fight Sonic, even though you don't really have any real reason to do it other than she just wants to marry him and she's angry at him, I guess.
Yeah, Heroes was the first game where Amy stopped doing it as a cute joke and started doing it because she was a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
So that's
That was
why
like, come on,
that was kind of the that's kind of the decline of Amy's character. Like in SA2, there's a scene where Amy's like, "Hey Sonic, I got the key to your prison cell." And he's like, "Cool, get me out." And she's like, "Only if you marry me." And he's like, "No way." She's like, "Oh, maybe next time." Then she frees him. It's just like a joke there.
No way.
Yeah. But then when Heroes came out,
Say no to marriage.
yeah. That's literally, there's a fucking billboard in a new Simpsons episode that says Sonic says wait until marriage. And it has Sonic giving a ring to Amy. I think Sonic the Hedgehog would probably be a vocal supporter of abstinence.
I mean, I guess. I don't really want to think about it like his sex life and his stances and all that, though. It's not something that I'm really interested in, I have to say.
Nope. No, I mean, what I mean is, Sonic would hear the word, and people would tell him it's heroic, and then he'd agree because he's a fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, I guess if I could see some like really hardcore Christians like touting it as being heroic, like you have to resist your own urges, and you have to brave through your natural instincts in order to obey God.
And then Sonic says, "Yeah, resist, brave, adventure,
Fight the man."
fight the man." And then Sonic becomes a fucking Jehovah's Witness.
He gets a chastity belt and he gets an abstinence ring.
Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about, Moon?
I don't know. I mean, I guess this is a new idea. If you need another idea for a cartoon, there you go, I guess.
Sonic gets a fucking abstinence belt. Ooh,
That
yes.
sounds like it's pretty terrible, actually. Never mind.
Now I got. Wait, shit. Was that an early ice? Shit. Fuck, man. They haven't even dropped the ice enemies yet. Hold on.
Well, now you're fine.
Yeah. I think this became the fridge in 64.
Oh yeah, the fridge was kind of annoying.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Give me the broom. I want the broom.
It was kind of useful at certain. It's only really useful once though, because then you heal up and then
Yeah.
there's really no use for it anymore.
This is the most useful one in the game. Because it lets you free fly and anything that touches your ass dies.
Hardcore.
It's also really good for this because the mission here is cleaning.
Nice. What do you clean up?
You just gotta clean dirt off the floors like this.
Oh,
Dirt.
I thought for a second you were gonna kill that man, and that's what you meant by dirt.
No, you do have to kill them too, but you really just you have to kill the spiders. But the main thing you have to do is get the dirt off the floor. The spiders just kind of get in your way. You can not kill them, but it would be very difficult to get all the dirt if you didn't. This is the point where the missions start getting a little more... Oh, fuck. A little more challenging. That's okay, I already got the thing completed, so I don't need Broom now. I just like it. And this is what happened to Laser from Adventure.
So weird.
Except it's not a laser, it's like a weird baton.
I don't know, I'd still consider it a laser.
Yeah. I love how they went so far as to change the way light reflects on your face when you charge up, though. That's really cool.
For some reason, Discord moved you to AFK.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Let me get myself out of there. That makes no sense.
No, I moved you already.
Oh, okay.
It does that. So I've had that happen to me like a few times in the past. I don't know why it does that.
Alright. Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
Fucking shadow bastard spawns at the door.
Well, I mean, yeah. You're a menace to society and they have to stop you.
Kirby.
Somehow.
You know there's a terrible Earthworm Jim game called Earthworm Jim Menace to Society?
Is that the sequel?
No, it's the shitty Game Boy Color non-sequel.
Oh.
It basically
unfortunate.
turned Earthworm Jim into a super generic platformer that had nothing to do with Earthworm Jim. And then Earthworm Jim 3D happened, where the final boss is Trans Earthworm Jim.
Ooh.
Also
We're
known
ahead of
as
their time.
Earthworm Kim.
So you just mean like a gender bend then?
Yeah,
Kind
technically.
of like a Mickey to a Minnie Mouse situation.
I guess, yeah. It reminds me of that fucking Mickey Mouse toy we saw where he transforms into Minnie. And then the fucking wear cars.
Well, how does he transform into Minnie? Wouldn't he just like put on like a skirt and a bow?
No, like it's the
Eyelashes?
idea is like the toy is a it's just like a loaf of it's like a loaf of plush with a flippable flap over it, and on one side is the back side of one character and the other is the front side of the other. So like you
Oh, I
flip
see.
over Mickey's head and it turns into Minnie's dress, and Minnie's head is hiding underneath Mickey's pants. Oh yeah, this is where the Waddle Dees are fucking dead, so they have ghosts coming out of jars.
Oh, that's sad. No wonder why he's not in Smash.
I just killed their spawning points, so now the ghosts can never come back again if they die. I'm not gonna kill them. I'm just gonna leave them with that thought.
Now they're free to finally rest.
Except they're still up there.
Why are you so mean? Why are you intentionally doing this to spite the world?
I'm not. Kirby's Dream Land 3 is just a really weird game. You actually have to find a Metroid in one of the levels, too.
I know what you're doing.
Also, my favorite thing about Dreamland 3 in particular, I think it is also present in other Dreamland games, but once they stopped doing sprites, they stopped doing it. If you look at Kirby's little angry puff of air, it has his fucking face on it.
Aww.
cleaning girl is happy. Yeah.
I'm so glad that he has a little him. Oh, they're happy. You did
Yeah, we got it.
you did good.
Oh, this guy is difficult. This is another guessing game one.
You better get it right.
Or you gotta do the whole fucking level again. I've seen Cutter in ages. Let's get that. Also, this one has a particularly disturbing Cutter. I think 64 had it too, where they just throw Kirby's face off of him.
Yeah, Kirby 64 has that too.
And you can't leave the room until you get Kirby's face back. Usually, except for water, the owl's the best all around, though.
Good. Now it's time.
Yeah.
I love the owl boy.
He's good. He's also from Dreamland 2.
What's his name?
Koo. Koo.
I thought you were gonna call him Booty.
No. That's the frog's name from Willy Beamish on the Sega CD.
Why would you call a frog Hootie?
No, not Hootie, Horny.
It's no. It's not what I said.
I thought you were talking like a great horned owl.
It's not. Oh. Is he even a great horned owl? I don't think he is.
He's just an owl, really. Whatever owls are in Japan, he's probably one of them.
No, I don't think they should have called him horny.
I'm glad they didn't.
I'm very glad that they didn't. I'm mad you would ever insinuate such a thing.
It's just because the frog's name is Horny and Willy Beamish.
And you were thinking about it. You were thinking about the horny frogs, weren't you? Well, I'm sorry.
Did I ever tell you what I named my childhood toad?
I thought you were gonna say what you named your child, and I got really concerned for a second.
No!
What did you name your childhood toad?
We named him Toadiferous, which means made of toad.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. We found him in the garage one day.
Toadiferous is a pretty, like, creative name, though, for, like, a kid. Like, obviously it means something very obvious and unoriginal, but it's more original than what I think most kids would call their toads.
Yeah, no, I read Thesaurus one day, and read Ifrus was a suffix that means made of. So I'm like, he's toadiferous!
He's toadiferous.
I was never, like, really a frog kid. I was more like a hamster kid, but I liked my toad. It was a good toad.
Yeah, I liked frogs. I don't think I was ever really a frog kid either, but, like, as a kid, you're always, like, really excited when you can, like, pick up a frog from outside.
Yeah, of course!
And you always show your friends, and you're like, wow, look, I caught a frog.
The coolest one is when you get, like, a little frog.
Yeah, those ones are the best ones.
Yeah.
Like, coming in from the playground with, like, a little frog, and then your teachers get mad at you because you have a frog.
Yeah. That and salamanders and geckos.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever found a gecko from outside. It's usually just frogs.
I found salamanders, but when I was living in Texas, we found a gecko, and Scott was terrified, even though he loves animals, because it's, like, highly illegal and arrestable to touch a gecko in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like your national animal or something?
No, it's
Like national lizard?
They list it as endangered, so like literally if you touch a gecko, you can get arrested and fined $500.
That's weird.
Texas is just weird in general.
That's true. Texas is scary.
It is pretty scary. I wouldn't want to live there again.
Yeehaw. I do remember seeing the occasional turtle, though. Turtles are pretty cool when you see them.
Yeah, my Uncle Buddy is actually really big on turtles. He owns a box turtle named Oliver.
Aw, that's nice.
He,
I like turtles.
Grandma was a little bit weird on him at first, but then he started acting like a dog. Oh god, please tell me I get this right. Ah! I hate this fucker! This is one of the ones that took me forever to get as a kid. I might as well clear it because it's almost done, but I'll have to go back for it. Ugh.
I'm sorry, Tom.
It's okay, this egg guy is a piece of shit.
Eggy.
They never brought back any of the characters from the mini-games, and this is why. Except Kawasaki. He came back.
Because he's a friendly Mr. Chef Man.
Yeah. Well, he was invented for Superstar, but back then he was just a normal mini-boss with Cook. And then I think this was the first Kirby game to bring Kawasaki back as a mini-game character, even though they didn't bring back any of the other mini-bosses from Superstar. So that's when they started making him special, was this game. So I remember getting really excited when I got to World 5 in this, and like jumping up and down and saying, "I found Kawasaki! I found him!" in like the little mini-game.
And then they put him in. Oh, what the fuck is that thing?
Oh, him?
Was that Kirby? Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me double my inputs so you can see him. Okay, so that guy, that's Gooey. Gooey is the second player co-op Kirby in this game. Oh right, you can spawn him at any time as a computer, so I don't even need to double my inputs.
Oh, no, not that man. The one before. The thing that was just you.
Oh. Oh, did you see him? Hold on. Let me go back.
There was just a Kirby.
Oh, yeah. Him.
Mascot. What is he?
Yeah, I told you about him. There's like this really weird, creepy Kirby that always has his eyes open, and they never let you kill him.
Why is he there? What did he do?
He just stands there and walks around unkillable. He's just there to freak you out. There's no other reason he exists.
That's I don't like that. I don't like him. Why did they make him unkillable? Why can't you?
That's the one thing about this game I've never figured out. Actually, let me Google it. I've always wanted to know why he exists in this game.
Why is he there?
I don't know.
I really want to know. He seems like a nice. He doesn't seem like a nice man, actually.
Okay, his name is Batamon. Batamon are mysterious enemy characters that appear in Dreamland 3. They do not have any purpose. Batamon are notable for bearing great uncanny resemblance to Kirby and are very secret enemies. Almost all Batamon choose to patrol behind walls inaccessible to Kirby, but many animal-friend combinations can put an end to them. The only way to encounter a Batamon face-to-face without the use of cheat codes is by entering a hidden door in Cloudy Park. If Kirby decides to inhale it, he doesn't get an ability. The most interesting thing to note is they look like Kirby. They appear as a nearly identical creature, but they're different. More spread out face. Possibly the same species. It has also been believed to be an abandoned sprite for Kirby in the early stages of the game's development.
That'd be kind of neat if it was an abandoned sprite. It really just looks like a Waddle Dee or something just put on like a giant Kirby costume.
It does. He's
It's
really
creepy.
weird.
I really don't like it.
He literally does nothing.
I really want them. Why didn't they bring them back? I like them. I mean, I don't like them, but I like them in the way that I don't like them.
He's like fake Crash. Have you ever played the Crash games?
Yeah, I did as a kid. I really liked Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, that's fucking egg. So do you know how fake Crash came into existence?
It's been so long since I played those games.
So basically,
They ever established that in the game?
no, you wouldn't learn. You wouldn't learn what he. You wouldn't learn about him in the games. Oh, I almost forgot. If you control GUI as player 2, then you can cheat and use him as a second option when playing the mini games. That's actually probably good for this level. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so when Crash Bandicoot got big, it was actually really important because it was the first time an American IP got really big in Japan that was a video game. So he was the first video game star made outside of Japan to get big in Japan. So they started to make a bunch of toys of him, including some bootleg merchandise. And one of those was a Crash Bandicoot toy that had giant buck teeth and stupid eyebrows. And the developers of Crash Bandicoot managed to find one of these toys, and when they saw it, they couldn't stop laughing, and they decided to make it a canon character in the series. It's one of the very first examples of a bootleg character becoming a real long-running series character.
That's amazing. That's what I would do if I was...
That is absolutely what I would do if I wrote a series and someone made a bootleg of it that looked ridiculous. I would I would applaud them. I would just contact them and say, hey, I'm not going to stop you from selling this shitty bootleg of my work. Just give me the rights to this design.
Can I have a bunch of plushies? I would want more of those things. They sound good.
The other really weird thing about Gooey is Kirby can eat him.
Delicious.
And like get a life bar piece back.
He's coming to help you.
You can also use them as a projectile to kill enemies.
Good. So couldn't you cheat the game by just eating him and then respawning him continuously?
Technically, yes. You see how he's missing some life right now? Watch. Not anymore. He can die, he just has infinite lives. You don't. That's why he's technically an assist character still. But because of GUI, Mom was able to play with me, so we play a lot of games together with Kirby and GUI. Because it was the only game that... Everyone bitches about Dreamland 3 being really slow compared to the other Kirbys, but it's because it was slow that Mom could even play it because she had severe motion sickness. This was like the only game that didn't move too fast for her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, she can't play any game now, but
Kirby
it was...
is good for everyone.
Yeah, Kirby is good for everyone.
My boy.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving him behind? He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's computer controlled right now, so he's being stupid, but if you take control of him, then he can be just as formidable as Kirby.
No, I figure, but I like when he's computer controlled and he's stupid. It's endearing.
He's like your dog.
Yeah.
He even puts his tongue out. He's stupid and he puts his tongue out. Okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna take control of GUI. So I can fucking do an extra guess. Alright.
Wasn't it? Oh, it was how many or were
Yeah, I was an idiot because I wasn't fucking watching, so I'm gonna guess 5. Oh, fuck off. It was 3. Son of a bitch. Alright. Damn it. Fucking egg. Alright, well, it automatically saves. I've been streaming for a few hours and nobody's been watching for an hour. Probably stop it here.
Yeah, it might be a good time to take a break.
Yeah. Alrighty, thanks for watching, 0 people. Bye.